So this is an onion. And so what I did was, because all of us represent different branches of service, a different lifestyle, a different background, all of that, right? So what I did is I colored the inside of the onion, some for the green, for the army, and some blue over here for the Air Force. And we got everybody up in here.
Okay.
So what happens with this is, once you're injected with the service mindedness that you have as being a part of the military, you're forever changed. No matter how you look on the outside, because you look like everybody else on the outside, but when they open you up, when they learn about you, when they hear about you, when they see your integrity and your character, you're different. And it's not one of us, it's all of us as a women. We kind of blend in together, and we come together because that's where our strength is. Our strength is in our diversity. Our strength is in everything that we have been through in our lives. It's a matter of what now do you do with it? So part of what we're going to do is talk a little bit about clarity and chaos, because all of us have been through 2020, and we believe in that 2021 is going to be a little bit different. But this is what I'll tell you. Again, this is an onion. The outside of the skin of the onion is very thin. It's easy to take off. And there's things in our life that we need to remove. We need to just take control and take them off. Then we get to a point on the onion, and everything about you can be used. Everything that's happened to you, everything that you've been through can be used. This part of the onion can be put in a tea and drank. It's medicinal. It's the outside of the onion. It's where a lot of the ingredients and all the vitamins are in the outside of the onion. Now, this is a knife, and all of us have been through something that has really hurt us, that we have been impacted by, and we're still being cut on from, right? There's things that we're going to go through. Life is life. It just happens, right? So the best way to do it sometimes is to start in the center and just cut it down. But you still got to cut off the ends. Now, the end of this onion, this part of the onion, can be put in water, and it will regrow another onion. You hear me?
Okay.
So things in our life that we have cut away still has life in it, even though we toss it away, doesn't mean it's not any good. Okay? So this can go in water and regrow another onion. So the thing that happens to us is we continue to peel off the outer shell of things in our life, right? Doesn't mean that it doesn't have some purpose, but we don't need it now. So we slice it. And when you look at an onion, it comes in layers, right? Now, I'm not going to continue to cut it because I want us to discuss it. So it comes in layers. Now, some people make onion rings with it, and they coat it with something. And don't they do that in our life?
Right.
They try to coat us with something and fry us in a pan and make us what somebody else wants us to be. But when you bite into it, I'm still an onion.
Right.
Everything that's in me is in me. All my nutrition, all my gifting and talents, all of that makes a difference in our life. And what we have become sometimes is we're so amazing that we are afraid and we fear ourselves. So what we do is we become small so somebody else can be large. No, that's not the right thing to do. Now, that doesn't mean that I become arrogant. That doesn't mean that I come in and I take over. Because there's a time and a place for everything. Even an onion. Now, what then happens in our life is, because we're an onion, and some people don't like raw things. They can't handle us like that, and our life doesn't end up like that. Typically, we need a little fire, and we need to be put in a pan. So we need a little fire to heat something up, and when you heat up an onion, it becomes caramelized. And then the flavors that's in us, when we're in the right pan, when we're doing the right thing in our life, we start caramelizing. We become better than we were in the beginning. Yeah, we darken up a little bit. Some of us look like we're a little burnt, but we taste good. We go on top of things and add value. That's who we are. at the very DNA of who we are. That's who we are. So what happens is, and then we look a little different, but this is a great state. After the heat has been on us and we, the heat, the fire, the furnace, 2020, can we talk? 2020 was crazy. But in 2020, there's some burning off of things that we did not need. We found some things that we did need. We made some transfer. We made some adjustments. We did some things in our life that we never thought we would be able to do. We are still yet breathing. We are still yet living. We are still yet moving forward. So caramelize.